Hey, to anybody out there watching, it's Lord Nathew or Nate or whichever. Um, it's been a while since I made a video, and I've been thinking about really what I want to make a video about, and I've been doing experiments. Like I recorded some BioShock quite a while ago. I think it's been even a couple months at this point. I've recorded more Morrowind around the same time I did that. I've recorded some Shenmue with my friend. And through all that stuff, I've come to a conclusion. And my false conclusion that I came to with it was that I just really don't like recording. I really like the idea of it. Um, I really like watching people who record and people who are really funny. But the thing is that what I realized from making my videos is I'm not funny. I really don't like to edit with my tone of voice. The edits that I put in just don't fit really well. It's off-putting. It's not, I wouldn't go as far as to say it's cringy. I don't think it's cringy. Maybe some of my old stuff is, but the newer stuff isn't as cringy just as it is boring. And I'm not saying that's going to change because it's like, I've been trying to think of ways to get new subscribers and how to appeal to people, and I know I could probably get some decent views playing Fortnite and playing new popular games and reacting to popular stuff like TV shows, YouTubers, TV, like any of that stuff. But I really don't want to do that. And because I know even small channels don't get or don't get that much publicity in terms of views from doing that stuff. I mean, and mine's a small channel nowadays is like a few hundred, maybe more like a few thousand is more like a small channel, and mine is just minuscule. And I really don't expect it to go anywhere, but I really want to do something that I can be proud of. Like I want to leave something, and I've been trying to think of what I want that to be, what I want that like, and what's important to me. And I think the most important thing to me is my memories. So I wanted to do a new thing, story time with Nate, just Nate, not Lord Nathew or whatever name I came up with, because my friend who calls me that isn't really around anymore. So it's just story time with Nate. I'm going to be going through a bunch of different memories that I have in regards to games, because I don't know if I had mentioned it in any of my old videos, but just a second. Someone's making a weird noise. I'm back. It's just the fan in the hallway making this weird buzzing noise. It's just the interference from... Yeah, it might be my computer, actually. Yeah, I think it's my computer. I have my laptop and my computer on. My laptop's recording my audio, and my laptop's recording the audio. My computer's just on. I'm looking at my laptop hoping, because I know when I was recording Shenmue with my friend, it sort of glitched out and froze. So I'm keeping the video short. Probably not going to be that short. It's probably more going to be like 10 minutes, 20, maybe even a half hour, just because of how long I drone on about random bullshit. But this time, I'm doing what I love, which is droning on about random bullshit and playing Pokemon. So I'm playing Fire Red. This isn't I started off a new file, because this game is my sister's. She doesn't play it anymore. But the memory that I'll give before I start playing is that... Well, actually, shit. Let me explain what I want to do more in depth, because I need to explain it more to myself so there's no like loose ends in my head. I had like a bunch of legal sheets. Like, let me get it. It's right down here below my chair. This to be real casual, by the way. I have this whole legal sheet and there's thing about this paper about counting my games, and I was also trying to think of ideas of stuff to record, and I have stuff like, going back to Game of the Day, a series about games I've bought but I never played, which is a lot. Play games I'm stuck on, to have video, like footage of me actually getting off, like unstuck, so I can continue playing the game. And then game series I really don't like. And then I have examples of games I can play for those, and then it goes on. And then I started having this idea that I'm gonna throw this back down here. uh, that my most important, like two most important things that started off my memories as a person were playing piano, and I got my piano videos up there. Not a lot. I want to do more. I've been practicing some stuff, but I'll do something eventually. And also video games is my memories start when I started playing video games. Like I don't remember. I started playing video games around the time that I was about 7. And before that, I don't remember anything. I remember seeing, I know I have pictures my family took of me when I was younger, like when I was like a baby, when I was like 3 through 6, and like pictures of me with my dog and all that stuff. And I have no idea. Like I see me in the pictures and I'm like, I get that that's me, but I don't remember that happening. I don't even remember, like, I know my family has pictures of us having a red van before we got our other van, and I don't remember that at all. I don't remember any of that. So my memories started with me starting to take piano lessons and also me playing video games. And the first video game that I ever owned was this game, or this is Fire Red. I owned Leaf Green. Fire Red was my sister's. We got them at the same time for Christmas. It was my 7th Christmas, and it was her 11th. I always thought that was a funny thing, as my sister was like, she was 11 and I was 7, so it's like 7-11. I always thought that was funny at the time. I think I have memories of me thinking that was funny when I was 7, so that's kind of nice. But oh shit, I think my mom's home. Just a sec. Oh, my controller's on the ground. Hey, I'm back. My dogs were just barking at nothing. But yeah, this was the first game amongst, like, my sister got like got a Harry Potter game on the Game Boy Advance. We both got Game Boy Advance SPs for Christmas. We wrote like whole letters to Santa and crap at the time, and I was, what am I doing in this game? Oh yeah, I don't need. I picked up this game a while ago, and I was looking at it like, what the heck? What is this? What? I'm missing something. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was going south. I got the Saffron City gym badge from Sabrina, but I didn't go south. Oh shit. Oh yeah. No, now my audio's glitching. Oh, well, it fixed itself. Great. More fucking metal. But let me turn this down. It's kind of loud. I picked this up and I was in Saffron City dicking around, and I have no idea what I was doing. And then I looked at my badges and I'm like, what am I doing here? I beat the martial arts gym, and it was like halfway through Sabrina's gym, and I didn't know what was going on. But I'll get back to the story. Yeah, my sister got a red. I'm not sure what the title for it at the time, like it was Flame Red or something, but she got a red Game Boy Advance SP, and I got a blue one, or Cobalt if you want to be fancy, or official with the title. And she got like a Harry Potter game, maybe it was the 3rd or 4th movie, and I got The Incredibles, which is actually I might play it later on when if I don't finish the story in this episode, or I go on to tell a different story. But yeah, it's actually a surprisingly good beat 'em up game for the Game Boy Advance. It's probably one of the best beat 'em up games I've played, alongside like the Simpsons arcade beat 'em up game and Scott Pilgrim. There's a few other ones I played, like a TMNT one. I can't exactly remember I can't remember what like systems those are for, or if they're just arcade, but what is it? Shit. Trying to think of the story. Like, oh yeah. So we played those a lot, and I really wish that I had kept the boxes for them, because I bought, actually, I found it for $10. What is the box? It's a little beat up for leaf green, so I have mine in a finished box, but it's not like it's factory sealed or anything. I always like looking up that kind of stuff, like prices for games and prices with the case and without the case and stuff like that. But so we played those games all the time when we were kids, and I still have them to this day. This is actually her copy, and I still have my copy of Leaf Green. Mine, I think I beat mine once, and then around the time I had beaten mine, she stopped playing, and I used her copy to transfer my Pokemon over to hers so that I could save my Pokemon and restart a new game. So I've beaten it like twice. I know in my most recent file, I started trying to beat the Elite Four with 6 level 100 Dittos, and then I caught 6 Dittos, and I started training them, and I realized this is stupid and ridiculous, so I stopped doing it. No, I want to fight you. Keep hearing noises from downstairs, like someone's home. Fuck it, it's fine. But we played those things all the time, and I still have my original Cobalt Blue GBA SP. At some point, I think she sold hers, but I bought a red one afterwards to sort of like commemorate that memory. But anyway, I remember being downstairs in my house, or my parents' house, I suppose. Not suppose, it is. And next to the Christmas tree, she's opening those boxes and playing those games. It was a lot of fun, and I still play these. Like something about the Game Boy Advance's like pixel ratio is just spot on. Like there's just so much going on in these kind of games. Like it's really it's a huge gap, leap from from Game Boy Color to Game Boy Advance. Like they really leapt up. Like I'm not sure if it was aliens or some shit. Like this is just, I don't know if anyone's out there watching, has seen The World's End. Maybe it's some kind of World's End shit where we got taken over by aliens somewhere along the way, and the aliens started making better shit for us. Wait, no, the whole thing, I'm loading up Jibby Jams. But I think that's pretty much the gist of the story. Like, I don't know what I wrote down in my memory timeline catalog thing, but we just played those games. We played them all the time. I remember they came with the little wireless adapters that you could put on the end of your Game Boy Advance and play locally with someone close to you who had another one. Pretty much like you have to be right next to each other to do it. And we'd play all the time, and I know she would always use a Snorlax, and I'd be trying to fight the Snorlax, and it would just be the same moves over and over again. It would just be like, oh, shit, sorry, there we go. My audio is glitching out again. It glitches out if I leave it out for too long, but she would use Snorlax, and the pretty much, like here, oh no, he's dead. Pretty much the whole strategy with the Snorlax is just to use Body Slam until you get hurt enough where you can use Rest, and then you use Snore, and you just attack them when you're asleep, and you just heal yourself over and over and over again, and that's the strat. Like that's the entire strategy when you're fighting with a Snorlax. But it's still a fun time. Oh, I have to be right in her face. Just ramming her with my bike. I'd want to fight someone too if they rammed into me with their bike. But I think that's just the story. Most of this video will probably just be me on the main screen. I don't have a lot of Poke Power left to use Body Slam. And I'm going to be going through a bunch of different stories I've written down. I'm not reading off of anything, but I'm just remembering it how it was. And so this story sort of leads into a bunch of other stories of me with games, but I remember this kicked it off. This is it's the first story or first memory I have of ever owning a game, but I don't think it's the first memory of me ever playing a game. Because my family, my dad doesn't play video games other than Call of Duty 4 on his computer. My mom doesn't play any games. My sister barely does anymore. I don't think she does at all at this point. So I was sort of just the one in my family to get into it. No one else that I know of really. I know my cousins are sort of into it, but not really as much. Like they were more. I don't know. I don't know what they're into. I don't talk to them very often, but this sort of just kicked it off, and I've been collecting video games ever since. And I'm excited to, even though if I don't seem like it, I just seem really bummed out and tired, which because I am tired. This is my day off. I've been working a lot, and I'm just really, really tired. But I'm looking forward to sort of letting these memories out into the world, and hopefully someone out there will listen and be interested. Probably not, though. I mean, it's sort of like, why should you care about someone else rambling on about their life in a very disorganized... Oh, ice beam! Fuck everything! Where's... Oh, no. Yeah, this is a stupid move. The only thing... It just makes them switch. Like, the AI is smart enough that it just switches out, and that's it. You just have to... I don't know if there's some, like, high-tier strategy to using Perish Song, but I don't like it. So I'm going to fuck her up with Ice Beam. Now I can actually have... I think that was the... Yeah, that's the reason I've been using Body Slam, because it's my only attack move. But now that I know that I've beaten Sabrina, because that fight was tough, but it's also because I'm under-leveled, and it's also because I was in the wrong area. But... And the other reason I was really putting off recording today because... I want to do edits. I'm probably going to do some cutting in the edits. Like, I'm going to cut some stuff out. Like, I'll trim the sections where I was gone or some stuff. But I'm just not going to do any fancy recording. Just raw footage. Nothing, no piano in the outro unless I know a song for the game and I just happen to want to record it. There'll be some for some. But for this one, nope, that's it. That's the end of the video. Bye.